For the first time since Mayor Muriel and Ted Leonsis reached a deal to keep the Capitals and Wizards in D.C., the public is getting a chance to weigh in on the $500 million deal.
News 4's Mark Segraves was at today's D.C. Council hearing where the biggest concern was jobs.
The vast majority of people testifying today were in support of the plan. Many of those testifying were representing labor organizations concerned about jobs, a concern echoed by Councilmember Kenyon McDuffie.
I have been laser focused on ensuring that the jobs created by this project go first and foremost to district residents, and that district-based companies receive the bulk of the contract spend associated with this project.
Nina Albert, Deputy Mayor of Economic Development, told reporters her office is working to ensure as many jobs as possible created by the $800 million project go to D.C. residents. While the project does have a requirement to hire local businesses and residents, it also contains a project labor agreement requiring union labor, which is typically dominated by non-D.C. residents.
There is a best faith effort requirement. This is what applies to all, and we will work with Clark and other contractors to make sure that they achieve it. It's very difficult for the district to guarantee it.
Debbie Hanrahan, a longtime civic activist in D.C., raised concerns about more than $500 million in D.C. tax money going to help a billionaire team owner.
Is this the time for us to spend $500 million for a basketball arena, and especially for somebody who's worth $3.1 billion as of Forbes? We do not want any more of this. We need the money for the homeless. We need money for food. We need money to make a city that really works. And we can't afford $500 million for a billionaire. We just can't do it.
Monumental Sports is contributing more than $250 million of the team's money into this project. So that's important to note. There is a return on investment calculation that we make as a city as to whether or not we're going to get more than what we put in. We got paid back on the baseball stadium alone on a 10-to-1 basis. So we got 10 private dollars and tax revenue dollars to every one public dollar put in.
In the district, Mark Segraves, News 4.
The D.C. Council could take its first vote on the legislation this month and give final approval before the end of the year.